Appreciate you. Your dad's rad. What, buddy?
When you come to my house, when I do a gig, then you're going to enter me into the stage.
Yes. When I come to his house and he does a gig, I'm going to introduce him to the stage. I think that's what he said, right? He said, yes. I love that. That's Shane. That's our buddy. Isn't he great? I think most of you probably already met him before the service started. He was holding court, right? You're awesome, buddy. Appreciate y'all being here. Life is good. I mean, it is, you know, it's certainly not without challenge, right? Anybody had a challenge happen this week? I think a week without a challenge, I'm wondering, I love a week without a challenge, let's be real, all right? Come on, I love many, many weeks stretched together without a challenge, but I also know that challenges prevent real opportunities for growth, for soul growth. We're going to talk about it a little bit here. But, I mean, challenges are all right. I think for me, it's an indication that I'm growing, that I'm maturing spiritually, is when I don't get too spun out when the challenges happen. Not too spun out, you get a little spun out, 10 minutes. Right? And then whoosh. So what I want to talk about this morning is a holy, holy life. A holy, holy life, right? Like the song we know, Holy, Holy Way, by Ricky Byers and the choir. Holy, Holy Way. I want to talk about a holy, holy life and what that means, a holy, holy life. To bring ourselves entirely. What does holy mean? Holy means entirely. The entirety of our lives. I don't know if any of you saw, I kind of looked at the weekly email that I send out, and I kind of put a paragraph in there of what the theme might be about, and I said, is every area of your life at peace? And then the thing went out, and I go, man, that's a tall order. What kind of question was that? Is every area of your life at peace? Gosh. I mean, it's something to strive toward, for sure. It's a question to ask, though, because then we can take a little bit of inventory from time to time. Where am I out of alignment? Holy, holy life. So what does holy mean? H-O-L-Y. W-H-O-L-L-Y, entirely. Holy life. What does it mean to be holy? I know that there's other ideas of what it means to be holy, like somehow someone's been anointed spiritually somehow, or certain people are holy because they've been anointed somehow. But what if holy simply means to be aligned with the Spirit? Simply means to be aligned with the Spirit. And that means holy, a holy life simply means the entirety of our life is aligned with the Spirit. And that's that. Whether it's going well or not, the entirety of your life can be aligned with Spirit. It doesn't have anything to do with whether it's going well, or whether it seems to be going your way, or whether everything's fine. It's simply an awareness that everything is fine. It's simply an awareness of training myself. There's nothing to worry about today. There's plenty of opportunities to worry this week. I worried this week. But then I got my hands on this, and I'm like, just bear with me for a minute while I go down this little rabbit hole. I'm like, I am worrying. I am worrying? I am worrying. No, I'm not. Because there's a great I am within each one of us. And as it's once been said, whatever I add to I am is added unto me. So what do I want to add unto I am? Worry? Or do I want to add possibility? Do I want to add expansion and growth? I don't want to worry. Can I live with the conviction of Ernest Holmes? Is even what I'm worrying about real? Is it based in reality? Is it based actually in reality? Capital R, real. Most of the stuff that we spend our time worrying about has nothing to do with capital R reality, and everything to do with small r reality, and our situations and circumstances and safety and love. And am I being acknowledged? And am I being seen? Am I seeing? And am I acknowledging? These little subtle things. Acts according to the will of God. I use the word spiritually maturing because I know for myself, I have to be aware of when I slip into little kid mode in my spiritual process. And what that sounds like is, so what that looks like is I attempt to be, when I was a kid, my parents, they tell us what to do, right? I tell my daughter what to do. She also has some sovereignty, but within that, there's some, clean your room. Dad, what do I do in this situation? There's this, whatever, this situation at school, what should I do? And follow your heart, trust your guidance. Well, what the heck does that even mean? And it's like, what should I do, Dad? What should I do? Like when we're kids, we're looking for, what should I do? And I think sometimes as we're attempting to mature spiritually, we don't necessarily grow up that part of us into alignment. We're still looking for an outside source that's attempting to instruct us rather than an inside source that is informing us from within. So it's not getting direction what to do, it's knowing what to do. And there's a massive distinction there, gang. Then am I continuing to look at any situation, God, just tell me what to do here. I don't know what to do. Tell me what to do. And God is almost saying back to you, I am you. Do something. And it's all going to be just fine. That's the thing that all the saints and sages and mystics tell us. They tell me that somehow everything is going to be just fine. What if you couldn't make a mistake? To the fellas, it was a moment to take a drink, wasn't it? What if you can't make a mistake? What if you went through life knowing that it was an absolute impossibility to make a mistake? And that everything appeared like a mistake was just an opportunity to be in the classroom. When I'm in the classroom, I put myself in a vulnerable position to learn, don't I? I put myself in a position of vulnerability where the teacher in the front of the room is going to 2 + 2 = 4. Go home and practice. 6 × 3 = 18. Go home and practice, etc., etc., etc. What was I just talking about? I completely just lost my train of thought. Who was listening to me? What was I talking about, Seth? You can't make a mistake, so I put myself in a vulnerable position. We slide those in there to make sure you're paying attention. So we put myself in a vulnerable position, thank you, by the way, in a vulnerable position to learn, what if that's all that learning was? What if that's all that a mistake was? And so I feel vulnerable, like I made a mistake, and there's something wrong with me, and we add shame on top of it. Why do we do that, gang? Say, no more shame. No more shame. And then we heap these things like somehow I'm wrong or I'm bad, when what are we doing here? Well, no one knows what they're doing. I mean, really think about it. No one knows. Does Jeff Bezos know what he's doing? No, he had an idea. These people that seem to own, do they know what they're doing? No, they're just doing stuff. Do you know that Zuckerberg, Facebook, spent 4 years and $80 billion on the metaverse and then just decided to scrap it? 4 years and $80 billion on attempting to build a universe that was his vision and where people could go, millions of people could go meet and live in virtual land. And it's not working. People apparently like human touch. They like to be together. We want to live in this world, I think. And I hope more of us want to make this world a beautiful place. Amen? Amen. But is that a mistake? What have you spent 4 weeks on and $400 or $4,000? What have you invested your heart or your love into and that maybe it didn't work out or maybe a different way? Was that a mistake or was it just life? Just life, Ed. What if we took the sting out of it? I'm just living my life. I'm doing my best. I'm seeking to know my God. And how do I know my God? Ernest Holmes, the thing he kept talking about over and over again in his reading was we have to take these times to commune as much as we would with a lover. As much as we would with someone we're really interested in cultivating a relationship with, we listen. And then we start to know them, don't we? Right? We start to know our God. Oh, my God loves red roses. Just like my partner loves red roses. Not 6, not 8, a dozen. My partner wants a dozen red roses. And I know that to please my partner, show up with a dozen red roses. I know to please my God, I show up with integrity every day. I know to please my God, I show up with an open heart every day. I know to please my God, I show up with an attempt to be kind every day. That's when I'm aligned, pleases my God. I know I'm in alignment with my God. I can't tell you what that looks like because it's different for every one of us. But I know it has something to do with integrity. And it has something to do with peace. And it has something to do with alignment. And it has something to do with growth. To be wholly, wholly aligned, all of me, aligned with the Spirit for the entirety of my life, you see. And that I can't make a mistake. I can only do and live and do my best. And that's why one of the 4 agreements is always do your best. If I'm doing my best, I've got integrity, I'm in alignment with it. The Don Miguel Ruiz, the 4 agreements, always do your best. Am I bringing my best to the forefront today? Is my best being a worrywart? Or is it moving into that flow where I'm feeling that I can't make a mistake, that I've got nothing to worry about? I'm riding on the waves of love, riding on the waves of God. I know that's not anything like what surfing is supposed to look like. I took one surfing lesson in Mexico once. It's actually kind of good at it. Ernest Holmes said, "We believe the ultimate goal of life to be the emancipation from all discord of every nature. ... And that goal, that goal is sure to be attained by all." The ultimate goal of life is the emancipation from all discord, wholly, of every nature. And that this goal is sure to be attained by all. What's my responsibility in that is to wake up to be holy, 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 holy. Entirely aligned is all that means. Holy, holy life, an entirely aligned life where I'm lined up with the Spirit. I'm in love. I'm generous, I'm giving, and when I notice those fears and those worries comes up, I make a declarative statement. I have nothing to worry about. The Spirit of God is the activity of my life, and God is such excellence. God is such magnificence. God is such love and goodness and joy and beauty and magnificence, and that is my life. And then things start to change. Things start to shift. Just put your hand on your heart just for a second. Say, I'm all right. Say, I am safe. I am whole. Just feel that for a minute. Feel your heartbeat. Your existence is beating there, right? That sucker's not beating. You are dead. Right? You're alive right now. There's an energy coursing through you. There's a feeling. Just feel that. Spiritual power in the midst of us goes forth before us today to make the way plain. Oh, the music that wells from within us is a glorious symphony of God's magnificent message of love. We participate today, wholly and fully. A holy, holy life that each one of us take hold of it. Feel it. Know it. Live it. I'm grateful for this morning. I'm grateful for our family and for the love that we share. In one word, I call it all good. And so it is.